Welcome to Coin Explorer. Today we're diving into something that might just shake up everything you thought you knew about small change. It's tiny, it's reddish, it's light as a feather, and it's probably the last coin you'd ever look twice at. But hidden beneath its coppery surface is a secret that collectors and treasure hunters are whispering about in hushed tones. Could it be true? Could a 2011 Euro 1 cent coin, a coin that most people ignore, toss into jars, or leave on the pavement, actually hold value in the thousands, lakhs, or even millions? Sounds unbelievable? Well, you're not alone. But stick with me, because the story I'm about to tell is real, riveting, and possibly life-changing. Let's begin with the basics. The 1 cent euro coin, introduced in 2002, was designed for simplicity and everyday use across the Eurozone. The 2011 version, like others in its family, is copper-covered steel, giving it that distinct reddish-brown hue. It weighs a mere 2.30 grams and measures just 16.25 millimeters in diameter. The reverse side of the coin shows the numeral 1 next to the word Eurocent, with a map of Europe positioned in the background, symbolizing unity across the European Union. The obverse side, however, is where things get intriguing. Each member country of the Eurozone issues its own unique design on the obverse, celebrating its national identity. In 2011, countries like Italy, Germany, France, and others released their own variants. And here's where things start to get interesting. Not all 2011 coins are created equal. The mystery of rare variants. Now, let's address the big question. Why would anyone think this coin, worth just 1 cent in face value, could be worth thousands or more? The answer? Rarity, anomalies, mystery. Coin collectors, or numismatists, live for moments like these. In 2011, while millions of standard 1 cent coins were minted, rumors began circulating in the numismatic world. A few sharp-eyed collectors started spotting unusual features on some coins. Things like misaligned dies, doubled images, off-center strikes, and even wrong planchet errors. One particularly captivating rumor involves a batch of 2011 1 cent coins struck on 2 cent blanks, resulting in a slightly larger diameter and different weight, making them immediate outliers in the minting process. Others noted coins with missing design elements or partial stamping, possibly the result of a misfeed or worn-out die. Still more whispered about coins that appeared to have different coloration, as though they were struck on experimental blanks or improperly plated steel. These variants, whether by accident or design, are what make certain 2011 Euro 1 cent coins incredibly sought after. The collector's shock. Let me share with you one compelling case that sent shockwaves through the European collector community. In late 2022, a coin collector in Belgium was casually flipping through a handful of low-value coins he'd saved over the years. Nothing special, or so he thought. But one 2011 1 cent coin caught his eye. The color seemed off, darker than the others. The rim was slightly thicker, and when weighed, it didn't match standard specs. Curious, the collector sent it to a reputable grading service. When the results came back, jaws dropped. The coin was identified as a wrong planchet strike, a legitimate mint error where the 1 cent design was struck on a planchet intended for a different denomination. Its rarity, astronomical, its condition, near mint, and its value, estimated at over 120,000 euros. And that's just at pre-auction valuation. No one saw that coming. Least of all the collector. Why it matters. So what's the lesson here? It's not just about metal. It's not just about minting errors. It's about the magic of possibility. Imagine finding something so small, so overlooked, and realizing it holds a story, a history, and a hidden value that could change your life. That's the allure. That's the thrill. And that's why people are now taking a closer look at every single coin in their drawers, purses, and piggy banks. Let's look at the hard facts of the standard 2011 Euro 1 cent coin. Material: copper-plated steel. Weight: 2.30 grams. Diameter: 16.25 millimeters. Color, reddish-brown edge, smooth. Obverse, varies by country. Reverse, common EU design, €1 with Europe map and globe lines. Now, what separates a rare one from the rest? These are the things to look for. 1. Off-metal errors, coins struck on the wrong planchet. 2. Double die errors, visible doubling in numbers or letters. 3. Off-center strikes, the design appears shifted or misaligned. 4. Color anomalies, a sign of incorrect plating or experimental materials. 5. Cracks. Linien über der Oberfläche verursacht durch Schäden im Schlagwerk. If your coin has any combination of these features, it might not just be pocket change. It could be auction-worthy. Now let's be clear, not every 2011 Euro 1 cent coin is rare. Most are not. But the few that are, they've made it into auction houses, private collections, and even museums. Collectors have paid thousands of dollars for authenticated mint errors. And when those errors intersect with historical oddities or unique characteristics, the value can reach into the millions. Of course, this depends heavily on grading, provenance, and collector demand. But here's the key. These coins exist, and people are willing to pay massive amounts to own one. Could you have one? Now comes the big question. Could you have one of these rare 2011 Euro 1 cent coins? It's entirely possible. They're out there, in old jars, forgotten drawers, even lying under car seats. The trick is knowing what to look for and getting your coin professionally evaluated. So, here's what you can do right now. 1. Check every 1 cent Euro coin in your possession, especially from 2011. 2. Inspect both sides closely. Look for anything unusual or inconsistent. 3. Weigh it. A deviation from 2.3 grams could signal something interesting. 4. Look at the rim and edges. Are they smooth, sharp, slightly off? 5. Get it graded. Services like NGC or PCGS can give your coin the professional attention it deserves. You never know. The coin you nearly dropped at the checkout counter might just be your ticket to something extraordinary. So what's the moral of this story? Sometimes the most extraordinary things hide in the most ordinary places. A tiny 1 cent coin, meant to be spent and forgotten, can carry history, mystery, and unexpected value. This isn't just a collector's tale. It's a reminder to look closer, to appreciate the details, and to never assume that something small can't be significant. So dig through that coin box. Examine every cent. Because your next find might not just be worth 1 cent. It might be worth 100,000, 1 million, or maybe even a life-changing story. If this kind of story excites you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with your fellow treasure hunters. You never know whose pocket might be holding the next great discovery. And remember, in the world of coins, every piece tells a story. Some are worth a cent, and some, well, they might just be priceless. Thanks for watching, Coin Explorers. Keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass handy, and until next time, happy hunting.